Hey everyone, Senraikai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 6th episode of Junketsu no Maria, Maria the Virgin Witch. Last episode, Galfa, Galfa the Alpha, definitely, it was his focus episode, his time to shine, to get in the ring and beat up that knight and everything and just make a killing in the process, so really can't argue with the results there. But yeah, that was the main focus, but as always, just there's forces working behind the scenes to screw over Maria, just kind of the main theme of the show, really, I think. But yeah, hopefully Maria can just keep on going, roll with the punches and just keep on fighting for her ideals, or keep maintain her philosophy. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button and support me on Patreon for early access as well as access to the picture-in-picture version. So let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. A lovely day. Yeah, that's how she asks. I'm sorry, was that supposed to hurt me? Bring out the donut. Is this another summoning, even though we already have a dragon? Oh, that's a face. Oh, that was like a humanoid face. Uh, what did she even summon? It looks like a giant, like a mermaid, like a naga kind of, like that sort of thing. At this point, is there any point in hiding it? Yeah, did you see it? That never gets sold. So we have him to blame. We can manipulate humans, what you're actually saying. You'd think Ezekiel would learn after a while to just, like, literally never take your eyes off of Maria. You see, if the show took place in modern time, they would just give Maria a body cam. Although I guess Maria could accidentally block that, like she's stretching, magic, 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 Like, where did the magic come from? I don't know. It popped up all of a sudden while the camera was dark, because strange coincidence. Or she could literally just face the opposite direction of what she's summoning magic to. Like, dragon's now over there. Like, if you're determined to loophole something, you'll find ways to loophole it. Sub Rosa under the rose, okay. Rose sub rose, that makes sense. Yeah, good to see you alive and well. Your arm looks better. It matches your pants. I would never wear someone else's hat. Come back, honey. Maybe. Why? Why? You know, I have 5 minutes, so why not? Okay. You need a hat for that? Ezekiel. I enjoy hearing her go off, okay? If you're gonna live here, you gotta contribute. Gotta love those thighs, though. Probably she doesn't have more stuff to do, to do. Probably just less than she cares about money. I mean, Edwina. Pretty sure I've heard that voice somewhere. You did pretty well. Oh, this is lovely. I do not. See, this is why it reminds me of Trial of Combat, It's the same idea. Whoever wins is the one God favored, and it must be just and all that. So there's so much wrong with that sentence. I like Golfa. Do not make me turn against him like this. Yeah, I didn't think you'd appreciate the Mario defending. Oh, sometimes just gives me chills down my spine. I don't like this. Joseph is a good boy. You should not put him in a position like this. But, I mean, Golf hasn't actually met her, has he? Like, aside from, seeing her in the battlefield. So, I wonder what kind of opinion he'll have on Mario after meeting her. If he does. Love that eye color. Getting close. The audacity of this man. Not making a good first impression, man. Yeah, you know, the one you almost had to save. You know, at least he's an honest, straightforward guy. You gotta respect that. I like a polar opposite of Bernard, pretty much. So you're the girl that Joseph likes, that always talks about. Ezekiel just spying on the whole thing. We're going for a ride, Joseph. We need to talk about this. I cannot believe she is a messenger of heaven. She couldn't even handle a window. Oh no, oh no. No. Oh, that was such a short little scene there, but so much implications on it. Because obviously the church, they want Maria to not be a witch anymore. If they find out her having sex would undo it, get rid of her powers, they're going to be all on board on getting her railed. Because I'm pretty sure they did not know that before. So this is really bad. I can imagine Mario's having to fend off a bunch of rapists sent by the church. Like, who is that man? Why is he here? Take that line out of context. It's a nice spot. Nice, peaceful. Would love to have a picnic here. I missed you. I wanted to see you. In other words, asking her to take sides. I know. Anna's so cute. Nobody left out. Yeah, you said it to the wrong person. You can't say no to that. Shut up, Papush-chan. But seriously, the show would be so much less interesting without Ezekiel. So yeah, I think he's about to reprimand his slacker employee. That made me spank you, Ezekiel. The doubts are servicing. Because she's losing the objective overworld view of everything. Of course, an age like you wouldn't think for yourself. The confessional. I think that's what that is. God, it's so quiet now. Is he about to laugh? That is incredibly unsettling. I mean, Junketsu, it's part of the title of the show. Junketsu no Maria. I don't know what emotion he's experiencing right now. But like I said, so she's just naked, even in front of her boy familiar. Just in front of everyone. I mean, honestly, she should just go to the battlefield naked. I don't know why she doesn't. An ambush. Oof. Sucks for you guys. Luckily, I got my shield. So many arrows. Yeah, it's not the kind of thing you can feel good about. Well, aren't you comfy? You know, it's sometimes hard to tell who's part of what army when it's just so chaotic and everything. It's not like they have colored uniforms or anything. I mean, she was asked to not participate, and she's not. I mean, Ezekiel, this is what she wanted, so she can't, say anything, but she also has bonded with Maria, I think, and knows what she wants to do. But I do get his point here, like, if you want a war to end, having one side win as quickly as possible is a way to go about that. So in a way, interrupting fights can just be a big delay. Yeah, that got Ezekiel's attention too. Oh wow, he really is basically confessing right here. She's not even that far away. Like, they could totally notice her. Yeah, that definitely put her in a position. This one's for you, Maria. She looks so silly with the comb in her hair like that. Yes? Oof. Watch out for those arrows. Yeah, I definitely don't want to have a limb sticking out to get stabbed with an arrow. You know, we can definitely tell the contradictions piling up more and more with Ezekiel. Thank you for your help, Ezekiel. Now I'll go interrupt it with my magic. Yeah, you can't grab my pitchfork. Oh no! You gotta watch your back, Ezekiel. Just left in a potato sack. That's messed up. Hopefully, at least put air holes in it. How was? Okay, I guess it did help. Shows what I know. Yeah, I knew credits were about to roll. And then just a preview, right? Okay, that was the 6th episode of Junketsu no Maria. So yeah, this episode definitely, yeah, not the same kind of mostly single character focus we got last time. This was more just trying to, yeah, move the general plot forward. Because we have Bernard still doing Bernard things, you know, still being manipulative, cunning, just conspiring, whatever word you want to use for that. But he's still doing that, and now basically trying to rope in, you know, Golfa for that as well. And Joseph, of course, also is involved to an extent, and he is kind of their best link to Maria. Like, I don't know to what extent they really know his relationship with her, but they clearly saw him defending her and all that, so they got to know there's something there, right? But yeah, just because I started to like Golf in the last episode, and now he's kind of being pit as a potential, you know, antagonist for Maria. Like, the idea of him killing her was brought up here and there, so I would rather that not happen. But yeah, his first meeting with Maria was quite amusing, though, right? Because, I mean, we know him well enough to know at this point. We know him well enough at this point to know more or less, the kind of person he is. But Maria, she just met him, so she's a little bit taken aback by him. Probably also the fact that Joseph, brought him here, because they're friends, but they are very different people at the end of the day. And gotta love Ezekiel is flying out of a window. Yeah, Michael, her boss, just comes down in this radiant glory showcase of high-level power. Ezekiel gets caught into potato sacks and falls out of windows. It's great. But Mario brought him to a nice spot. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how he phrased it. Something about walking together with her and stuff like that. Like, that's got to more or less be like a poetic kind of, confession, basically, right? I would assume so. Because at some point, Mario did ask him, like, what's he going to do after the war and all that. And he's kind of made that clear at this point. He wants a life together with Maria. I think he's made that fairly clear here. But he also, like, wants her to not participate in the fight and all that. But so she's like, hikikomori, just all like, at home, looking all sulky. But then she finds out Anne's father in the war and all that. And Ezekiel did get the message across to her and all that. And yeah, like, Ezekiel definitely has been one of the, I mean, aside from Aya herself, of course, Ezekiel is one of the more tragic characters in the show because she was put down here for a reason by Michael. She had a very similar perspective as him because they're both those celestial being kind of thing, right? But now she's here. She's at a section of the Earth, so she no longer just sees all of Earth as the same thing, all factions of people as the same thing. It's just people doing people things, whatever. Now she's in one section of it, getting personal relationships with the people around that section, getting invested in what they're invested in, and very much going to fundamentally change your perspective. And you can't really do much about that, and she's definitely been experiencing that. But as always, I just enjoy Ezekiel. Just when she yells at Maria, gets all upset and yells. I mean, I love her voice actress. Hanakana, basically my favorite voice actress, so it really doesn't matter what she says at the end of the day. Just I'm going to enjoy listening to her speak. So, yeah, when she gets all yelly, I quite enjoy that. Like, Mario might be annoyed by it, but I live for it. So, more of that, please. But yeah, we had the ambush. We had the witches just kind of watching, as they generally do. They don't really do much in the show. They just kind of gossip and watch, and look sexy, which is, fair enough. But that was pretty much the episode. Just ended off with Maria kind of like making up her mind and getting in there, right? Like last episode, actually, we did talk about resolve, didn't we, and all that. And I think this episode did kind of test that a little bit, right? Like how dedicated is Maria to her philosophy, to her ideals? Like how much can she be bent to do something else, right? Because yeah, she doesn't want war, but one of the fastest way to get a war to stop is to have somebody win it. Like, straight up, like having a war. Like, I know just trying to stop an individual battle before a bunch of people die, like, you can seize the merit in that, but it's very much a narrow thing, not a big picture sort of thing. So if you can just get a decisive attack to finish things off, there's some value in that, but at the same time, you never really know when that's going to even happen. But yeah, we're pretty much like past the halfway point in the series, so things are probably going to be ramping up more and more, especially because they now know Maria is Junketsu no Maria the Virgin. They know that now. Freaking Bernard gave us one of the most creepiest, unsettling laughter I've seen in a long time. Like that's gonna just live rent free in my head for a while. But very concerning stuff because they're gonna act on this information if they know the whole truth, which I assume they do. Like that's a real problem. That is a real problem. It just sucks how it feels like the whole world's against Maria. Like, I know she has individuals that are friends with her and stuff like that, but as far as, like, big factions, like, they call her a heretic, they want her to leave the fights and, or wanted to stop being a witch. I'm sure some of them want her just to die. Like, just, I feel like the whole world's against her, which is unfortunate. But it was nice that man brought over the flower necklace thingies. That was nice. Okay, we'll have one for each of them. And her nickname for Ezekiel, Publichan or whatever it is, never stops being funny either. But yeah, next episode should be quite an interesting one. Like, it could very much be a turning point, potentially. So I look forward to seeing it. But for now, that's it. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.